Give me 7 minutes and I'll make you dangerously confident. The kind of confidence that gets you paid, respected, and unstoppable. Sounds bold. Good, because playing small is expensive, and you've already wasted enough time. If you're 18 to 30 and want to live wealthy, not someday, but starting now, this might be the most important video you watch all year. Now, if you're here thinking I'll sprinkle fairy dust and make you a billionaire by tomorrow, congratulations, you're delusional. But if you're ready to stop existing and start leading, let's go. Point 1. Know your enemy. Here's the ugly truth. The biggest enemy isn't the economy, your job, or your bank account. It's you. More specifically, your inner critic. That voice in your head that whispers, "You're not ready. They'll laugh at you. You'll fail." That voice is a liar, and it's robbing you. Most people never get wealthy, not because they lack intelligence, but because they surrender to fear dressed as logic. Sure, Karen, let's wait until everything is perfect, right after pigs learn to file taxes. But if you can name your enemy, you can beat it. And that starts with this next move. Point 2. Master one financial skill. Dangerous confidence starts with control, and control starts with one financial skill. Not 5, not 50, just one. Budgeting, investing, credit management. Pick one and master it. You don't need to be a Wall Street genius. You just need to know your money better than anyone else does. Because when you finally understand how money moves, the world stops controlling you, and you start controlling it. When I first learned to invest $100 and turn it into $110, that wasn't just $10 profit. That was proof. Proof that I could multiply my reality. But skill alone isn't enough, because information without belief is like a Ferrari without fuel. Point 3. Build unshakable belief. Look, confidence is a muscle, not a gift. You don't wait for it. You build it, one rep at a time. Want to feel bulletproof? Prove something to yourself every day. Wake up earlier. Read 5 pages. Transfer $5 to savings. These are your training reps. And no, binge watching financial TikToks doesn't count, unless you're taking action after. Otherwise, it's just digital procrastination dressed as productivity. The more you keep promises to yourself, the louder your inner winner gets, and the quieter that critic becomes. And when belief grows, a bold version of you starts to show up, which means it's time to kill your comfort zone. Point 4. Eliminate the safety net. You want to be wealthy? Stop living like you've got infinite time to get there. Burn the backup plan, not recklessly, strategically. Stop saying, if it doesn't work, I'll just go back to. No, forward is the only option. When you eliminate the safety net, you focus. You become creative. You move with urgency. The moment I deleted the backup resume from my desktop, my business doubled in 6 months. Why? Because I stopped negotiating with failure. But motivation burns out. So what do you do after the excitement fades? Point 5. Create a system of discipline. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Want to save money? Automate it. Want to invest weekly? Schedule it. Want to think like a millionaire? Track your thoughts, not just your expenses. Discipline is sexy, I said it. There's nothing more attractive than someone who's consistent when nobody's watching. Dangerous confidence is simply trust in your system. And once the system runs, your next challenge is mastering the mirror. Point 6. Redefine identity. The person you think you are is shaping your income, relationships, and future. You'll never earn like a millionaire with a broke identity. You'll never command respect if you see yourself as average. So redefine. Say out loud, I make wise financial decisions. I live a wealthy lifestyle. I build generational power. Sound cheesy? Good. Because what feels fake now becomes fact with repetition. At 22, I was broke, confused, and scared. At 23, I started saying, I build wealth effortlessly. It felt like a lie, but I said it until my actions caught up. But how do you go from belief to bold, real-world moves? Point 7. Take calculated risks. Confident people don't avoid risk. They manage it. Start a side hustle. Invest in index funds. Launch the thing. Speak up. Ask for the raise. Worst case, you fail forward. Best case, you grow exponentially. Besides, what's the real risk? Starting something new or staying stuck in a job you hate until 65? You want dangerous confidence? Take more shots. Fall. Get back up. Laugh. Repeat. And as you rise, remember, confidence without community collapses. Point 8. Build a power circle. You become the sum of the 5 people you text most. So if your group chat talks about drama more than dividends, it's time for a new tribe. Find people who want wealth, freedom, and impact. You don't need a lot, just a few people who force you to think bigger. The moment I stopped sharing my dreams with small minds, I started living them. Here's a dare. Unfollow 10 people tonight who distract you. Replace them with 10 who inspire you. Because if you're around greatness long enough, it rubs off. But there's one more thing you need. Point 9. Act before you're ready. Confidence isn't waiting until you're ready. It's acting while still afraid. That first investment, that difficult conversation, that new venture, do it messy, do it scared, but do it. I made my first investment with trembling hands. 2 years later, that fear became freedom. The clock is ticking. Every day you wait is compound regret. Start messy, start unsure. Just start. Final. You made it to the end. That means you're already dangerous. Not because you watched, but because you're ready to move. Now take this momentum and channel it into your next step. Tap the video on your screen now and discover the most underrated wealth-building force on earth, the power of compounding. Watch it and start multiplying your life.